They'll have a few injuries in this match. One of their talismanic wingers, Akib, is on the sidelines for today, nursing an injury is what we are told. So they'll have to do with their replacement, and will be interesting to see how they cope with that as well.
Well, this is the opportunity for Defenders FC to turn the momentum back in their way. They didn't want to end up losing points from this game, as then it will be really hard for them to get back in the top 4.
And of course, Kevin, early days in this tournament as well. We have seen how in tournaments a team that can start off really well might just begin to fade away as the tournament progresses, and a team who has had a bad start can turn things around for themselves if they come forward with an impact. And in tournaments such as this, the squad depth of teams will be tested as well. So a lot riding on both these teams today, as they'll be looking to get things off once again. The winning start.
Well, I thought Defenders FC did actually defend well in that first game against Colombo. And Colombo, of course, were the favourites coming into that game. And Defenders did have their fair share of chances, and they were denied by an exceptional save from the Colombo goalkeeper. And it is going to be interesting to see how the boys who have come back from India will fit in straight away to this team. Yes, they might have had a lot of pre-season after a 2-game hiatus. It is not going to be easy for them to straight away fit in. It might take a bit of time, at least 10-15 minutes, for them to settle, for them to know what they can do from there on. On the other hand, Upcountry Lions, they really have set a mark in this tournament, and they've just would want to continue from where they left in the previous week. Nothing much to worry about for them. And these are the match officials. Standing referee will be Chatura Madhuranga, while Hiranta Piumal and Malisha Akash will be his assistants, while Heshan De Silva will be the 4th referee.
The teams with one final huddle before they kick things off here at the Sugatdasa Stadium in Colombo. And here is the starting lineup for the Defenders FC. Isuru Sampath, Captain Madhushan, Harsha Ishan, S. Aravindraj, Abdin Fayaz, K. Rumeshwaran, Arul Joseph, Shifan Khalil, Talal Shihab, Sahan Hirushika, of course, coming off of an injury. Defenders will be hoping he's alright. And Chaturanga Pereira, and the head coach for the Defenders, CP Wanika Surya.
Well, let's quickly have a look at the lineup for the Upcountry Lions. A very strong starting 11 that they have. And this is the Upcountry Lions starting 11. Muhammad Murshid, Wilson Osei, Muhammad Ishan, Muhammad Asad, Jude Subain, Naveen Jude, and the skipper and the goalkeeper, Kavish Lakpriya, Muhammad Akil, Abdul Rahman Yahya, Dakosta Epem, and Benjamin York completing that starting 11. A very strong lineup. This is from the Upcountry Lions. And they will be starting proceedings with the kickoff. And it will be Benjamin York to start off proceedings in this all-important game for 2 different reasons for the 2 sides. Defenders FC looking to get their first win of the league, while Upcountry Lions, they want to win this game and they want to go on top of that table.
They'll be looking to assert dominance with their win here today. Benjamin York starting things off for the Upcountry Lions. He was the first one to score a hat-trick in this Super League in that first game, but he has gone goalless in the games after that. High press here from the defenders. Mohamed Asad starting a game for the first time in this tournament. Coming in for Mohamed Akib.
Well, straight away, high press coming in from defenders. They know that they have to start this game well. They can't let Upcountry Lions settle, but this could end up being slightly risky. And there was Upcountry Lions losing possession there very cheaply. And defenders FC just returns the favor. And there was Muhammad Akil who lost possession a while ago. Ipim goes for the long ball, but there was no one there to make that run, to get that ball. Just an overcooked pass that was from the defender.
Sahan Hiroshika in goal for the defenders once again. The previous game he had to be stretchered off after a head injury, so it's nice to see that he has recovered quite well. Brilliant saves in his repertoire as well, Sahan Hiroshika. He'll be looking to continue his good form as the tournament progresses. Here are the Upcountry Lions looking to build something in the opening few minutes of this game. They've held on to possession of the ball. Just testing the waters here. Dacosta Mpem and Jude Suban have been excellent pivots whenever the Upcountry Lions have been in attack. And here's Naveen Jude now making some headway. Naveen Jude to Mohamed Ishan. Two players who have been quite crucial in attack for the Upcountry Lions. Here's Ishan now, just strips over. And that's the first foul of the game, given in favor of the Upcountry Lions.
Well, nothing much in it, but still it will go down as a foul, and Benjamin York will take this free kick. There is enough number of players who are just waiting for that opportunity right besides the box. Here's York, puts in a good ball, and well. That was a very good foot that the defenders, FC defender, got there. If not, it could have been trouble for them, because that ball was heading towards that Upcountry Lions forward. Look at that. If he didn't get any foot to that, Mohamed Asad was there to slot the ball in. Was making that run. And a shoulder barge onto the goalkeeper.
The captain for the defenders FC, Chaturanga Madhushan, making sure he doesn't allow that ball reach the Upcountry attack. Here's Upcountry once again, looking to build things slowly. Mohamed Akil to Mpem, Jude Suban. Here's Wilson Ose, bringing it forward. We've had a very cautionary start by both these teams here. These opening 5 minutes. And we did mention that Benjamin York had gone goalless for the previous 2 games after having scored a hat-trick, but nevertheless his contribution to the game has been immense. He's made sure, has dropped back whenever necessary, playing as a false 10, making sure his wingers shine in the game. Yeah, the Upcountry Lions once again. Wilson Osei looking for York. High press here from the Upcountry Lions as well. Almost giving the ball away. That time the defenders.
Well, slightly vulnerable in the defense as of now. The defenders, they have shown MPEM just slowing things down, and Upcountry Lions, they've started off well. They were pressed high when they were in their own half, but since then it has been them attacking, them putting pressure on Upcountry Lions. Here's Akil. Good bit of work from Arul Joseph. He will be a man to watch out for. Has shown a lot of potential so far here. Arul Joseph from defenders playing on the right wing. Lovely footwork there. All defenders need is to slow down proceeding. Be a bit patient and hold on to possession here. Because they've got plenty of people in front. Only 3 to defend behind. A very high line that they've fielded in. The
Upcountry Lions as well, they haven't had in any game so far, have had to chase a score. So it will be interesting to see if the defenders can score that first blow. How the Upcountry Lions will exactly respond here.
Well, the problem for defenders so far has been that they have struggled to finish good opportunities even in that first game. Here's Arul Joseph, still having the ball on his feet, puts in a good ball towards the center, and that's what I'm talking about. They just can't get what to do in those final third, and that has been the root cause of them not getting any goals as of now in this league. Especially in that first game against Colombo, they had plenty of opportunities. They could have easily slotted in 1 or 2 goals, but they just couldn't do well in the final third.
Yeah, and when you're playing a team like the Upcountry Lions, you have to make sure that those half chances are taken care of and are converted as well.
Good thinking there, and a good ball in. A much needed clearance coming in from Akil. There was not a lot of pace behind that crossing, but still could have caused some trouble if Akil hadn't cleared it, because there was Arul Joseph charging in. Here's the first corner of the game. Rumeshwaran with the corner.
Not a lot of yellow jerseys in the box there for the defenders. And it's Mohammad Mursid who has gone down. looking for that man on the far post, the captain, Chaturanga Madhushan. Just not able to find the contact he would have desired. Here are the Upcountry Lions once again, looking to build things from the back here. They've been patient so far, the Upcountry Lions. Tussle for the ball here between Dakos Sampem and the defenders forward. That's the number 12, Shifan Khalil.
Well, it has been end-to-end stuff so far in the first 10 minutes of the game. Upcountry Lions certainly did have the best of chances, and once again that was York who was charging in. Good game awareness from the goalkeeper to run in front and clear the ball before York could make any more meters. Here's Upcountry Lions again on the move. York.
Sahan Hirushika is one of those goalkeepers who are never shy to just come off of his line. And although it did play to his advantage this time, it did cost him a few times in the previous games as well. That's something perhaps the Upcountry Lions will keep in mind as well as they look to build an attack here.
Well, the ball has been won there by Arul Joseph. Good work again from him. Here's Rumeshwaran, and Rumeshwaran tried to put in that cross, but good defensive work, defensive cover there from Upcountry Lions. But it'll be a corner for defenders, the second corner of the game for them. Didn't have a lot of power in the previous corner he took, and this time he goes short. Tries to go for the shot. No elevation, no power. And that's where defenders have been lacking in. They don't have enough players who could finish from a long range.
And it's just that composure as well, Kevin, isn't it, in that final third with the finish. You did mention that the defenders have been able to create consistently chances for themselves, but their own mistakes have been their undoing. The Upcountry Lions just getting possession and looking for a counter here.
Fayas. And the skipper Madhushan goes long with that. But Joseph couldn't make the run to collect the ball. Jude Subban now for the Upcountry Lions. Here's Mpem. He goes towards Arkil. What was that? What was that from Upcountry Lions? They had the control of the ball. They had control of the territory as well. But a sloppy pass coming in from Asat, if I'm not wrong, has given a throw in for the defenders SC from good position. And that has been put out of play by Abdeen Fayaz.
Another wayward cross there from the defenders that hasn't been able to find its mark. Well, that has been the defenders' style of play throughout this tournament so far, just looking for those crosses into the box. But when you don't have enough players committing to those runs, seems like they're just giving possession away, gifting possession away to the opposing team.
Absolutely, Bilal, and all those crosses and shots that they take looks like it's more in hope than with a proper plan, and that is where defenders have to recheck or rather rethink on what they're going to do. Again, that could have been costly for them. They're trying the hard way here, defenders. Ihishan was looking for Joseph, and Joseph does well to somehow win possession back, and again overran there, and he's livid with his teammate. And Upcountry Lions will have a throw in, and they will have another free kick, the third of the game for them. I believe it was the skipper Chaturanga Madhushan who was livid at his teammate for not covering there.
Will be interesting to see what they do with the set piece here. And here's Jude Subban with the cross in. Upcountry Lions still in possession. Here's Benjamin York to Mohammad Asad. Once again looking to create something in the midfield here. Just a little overcooked there, that one. Won't find its man, will trickle out of touch, and the defenders with possession now. Both these teams being drawn into a rather sluggish tempo here, Kevin.
Well, absolutely. None of these two teams have been able to get control of the game as of now. There have been blitzes of control in moments, but it has not been a continuous thing that we've seen so far. 17 minutes done in this opening half. And that again could have been a better cross. Just easily gifting the ball back to the Upcountry Lions. They are the defenders. Here's Mpem.
Something to note as well on that far side of the ground. We are seeing a lot of empty patches of grass there. So that won't be the most ideal situation for these players to control. But here's Benjamin York now to Naveen Jude, who has been caught offside there. Once again, possession of the ball will be exchanged between these two teams.
A clear offside there. And of course, apart from football, Upcountry Lions is a club which has a lot of history in the sport as a whole. Especially a few years back, they did field in a rugby team which competed in the top tier. Unfortunate that it couldn't continue for a while, but that was exciting times for the Upcountry Lions. Of course, their home ground being in the hill country at Nawalapitiya. In the other hand, we all know that defenders, which is coming from the army, have always been there in every sport, be it cricket, rugby or football. Lovely through ball there, coming in from Mpem. And Mohammad Asad has lost position and given a free kick for the defenders.
Arul Joseph once again doing quite well there. Get himself between the man and the ball. And here are the defenders once again who have opportunity. Not the best of crosses, straight into the hands of Kavish Lakpriya there.
Well, again, trying to do the most convenient thing there. The defenders. He would have better off been crossing that ball from his right foot than the left foot from a position that he was. But he was taking the easy route out, and that didn't pay off for the defenders. And again, a sloppy ball there. Defenders winning back possession from good position, but that final ball was unnecessary. They had numbers inside their opponent's half. All they had to do was to be a bit more patient there. He was trying to put in a through ball, but he just overcooked.
The captain also having a word with the players here. Very uncharacteristic start for the Upcountry Lions, who usually play with a much more intent. And here's Benjamin York now on the ball. Benjamin York towards the wing. He cuts in, looking for players there, but will be dispossessed.
Excellent work there from the defenders, FC in defense. That could have easily been the first goal of the game. That was a lovely through ball from York. And Asad did ever so well as well before he went down. They are living dangerously. And again, Upcountry Lions with a good opportunity. 2 men in the center. Goes for the shot and gets the goal. What a goal that is from the Upcountry Lions. I thought he would go in for that pass with 2 men in waiting for that ball, but he went alone and he has scored an absolute golazo here. Look at that, cutting back in onto the bottom corner.
And it's Naveen Jude once again who opens the scoring for the Upcountry Lions. Much needed goal for the Upcountry Lions to just make them settle down into this game. And now it will be all about how the defenders react to this. Yeah, they are not happy with their defense there. Upcountry bench is elated.
Well, Chaturanga Madhushan could have done a lot better there. There wasn't much pace behind that shot from Naveen Jude. He had enough time to get down and save it.
For the Upcountry Lions, jersey number 21, Naveen Jude.
Defenders will be really disappointed. Now here's the opportunity. Here comes a shot, but straight into the legs of Mpem there. A blitz of hope for the defenders with that counter-attack. And Mpem looks to be struggling. Did he get a bit of hand there? Well, he got more than a hand there, Bilal. Very unfortunate that is for Mpem.
Understandable as to why Da Costa Mpem had to go down there. Nevertheless, risking it all here to defend for his team. And here's the cross in for the defenders. Once again, doesn't find a yellow jersey. They'll have a third go. And will this third time be the charm for the defenders? Wayward cross once again. But still with ball in hand, going for the volley. It'll sail past aimlessly over Kavish's head there. Over goal.
Well, wasn't the best of crosses from Fayaz. The one that the referee wanted to be retaken. That cross was much better from Fayaz. He was being a bit creative there. And now we go into a hydration break, a much needed hydration break for the defenders. And what a goal that was from Naveen Jude. Could have been saved, should have been saved. But at the end of the day, Naveen Jude did all the hard work there to get the first goal for the Upcountry Lions.
And that's exactly the type of threat Naveen Jude can create on the wings as well. The game last week against the Seahawks, it was Jude's goal there that made the difference as the Upcountry Lions won that game 1-0. This time as well, opening the scoring was Naveen Jude.
Well, the difference between Upcountry Lions and Defenders FC so far has been that Upcountry Lions, their players have stuck to the position that they started with. If you look at Defenders FC, Arul Joseph, one of their best players, started off in the right wing, and later on he was just playing centre field, and here's that goal from Naveen Jude again, and he was waiting for that opportunity to come, and I believe that really was the difference, because these players know what they have to do from the position that they are in. On the other end, Defenders FC want Arul Joseph to be everywhere, and that is not going to be easy for him as well. A very delighted Fazlul Rahman there, the head coach.
Yeah, I completely have to agree with you there, Kevin. Upcountry Lions, it does seem to look like they are playing according to a plan here. And sometimes when the defenders have the ball in hand, the attack has been a bit one-dimensional, always going for those crosses that really doesn't land in the right places that they need it to. So they'll have to make sure that they are a bit more creative on the ball, these defenders. They're doing everything quite decently so far. It's just that final flourish that they are lacking rather.
Well, again, talking about Arul Joseph, I believe it's better off for him to play on the right wing than playing centre, because he has that pace, he has that ability to bring in a good cross in with his left foot, and maybe, just maybe, they're missing a trick here. This could also mean that they don't trust in themselves to finish, so they want their best player in the center so that he could get a goal from there. Here's the goal scorer, Jude, this time losing possession. Upcountry Lions have got the opening goal of the game. Here's Abdin Fayaz, the eye space, a good crossing could cause a lot of trouble for the Upcountry Lions. So that is where I believe Arul Joseph should have been there, because his left foot is as good as any.
Yeah, not the best of first touches there. Rumeshwaran made that run, made sure he got some space, and then that pass into the box, just giving it away by the number 12, Shifan Khalil, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Rumeshwaran once again, looking to bring the ball forward, this time cutting inside, looking for options.
Well, much better work there from Rumeshwaran, despite Shifan Khalil not being able to get behind that.
Jode Subban there looking for his winger. Brilliant pass into the number 11, Ishan. Immediately they've managed to take things forward here, the Upcountry Lions.
Well. The defenders have won back possession from a good area, and they have just easily given back the ball to Naveen Jude there.
Wilson Ose just looking to slow things down here. We haven't seen that man, Abdur Rahman Yahya, on the ball a lot in that midfield. Usually it has been him who most of the Upcountry Lions attack goes through. Perhaps if they can just get him involved a little bit more, they'll be able to create some more chances here. Yeah, the Upcountry Lions now into the box. Have they kept it in? They have. Play can resume.
Murshid does ever so well there. Here's Naveen Jude looking for his second goal. A bit of a grabber there. An easier collection there for the goalkeeper. One thing defenders have to understand that this is not the last 10 minutes of the game. There's still enough time for them. Here's Rumeshwaran making that run. But he has lost position. Upcountry Lions back on the attack. Yahya to Ose.
Defenders are doing well to mark the danger man there. Naveen Jude, having understood the threat he possesses. Here's Benjamin York now. York still going. He's possessed, but ball in possession of the Upcountry Lions. Throw in.
Well, York clearly showed the strength that he has. And that should be another free kick coming in. And the referee has straight away put his hands onto the pockets. And that will be a yellow card. The first yellow card of the game. And it has been shown to Shifan Khalil, if I'm not wrong. Well, it's actually been shown towards Chaturanga Pereira there. First yellow card of the game and a free kick now for the Upcountry Lions from a very, very dangerous territory. That was needless from Chaturanga Pereira.
Yellow card for defenders. Jersey number
Here's
25,
York lining himself up to take that free kick. The fourth free kick of the game for the Upcountry Lions. There are 4 men waiting for this cross. Here's York, puts in a good ball. A much needed clearance coming in from the defenders, but still the danger has not gone away. As Upcountry Lions will hold possession. Good work, excellent work. Naveen Jude, does he get a handball there? Yes, he does. That will be a penalty coming in for the Upcountry Lions. What a run that was from Naveen Jude. Did all the hard work there.
He's the one who's making things happen for the Upcountry Lions here in the final third. Abdin Fayaz claiming that his hand wasn't in an unnatural position, but here we go. Look at the replay once again. Yeah, clearly hitting the hand, and the referee has called it a penalty, and it looks like it will be Benjamin York who will be taking this one. Sahan Hirushika to save it. Here we go. Benjamin York with the first penalty in this tournament.
Benjamin York has been their best player so far. Here's the opportunity to double up the scoring. Benjamin York, he misses it. Lucky break that was for the defenders. It was hit straight onto the crossbar from Benjamin York. The goalkeeper did go the right way, but still it was going over.
So close for the Upcountry Lions to get that second goal. Benjamin York almost had it, and here's the Upcountry Lions once again. This time well negotiated with the number of yellow jerseys being committed to defense now.
Well, York just went for more power than positioning there with that penalty.
Looking to get it in that top corner there, Benjamin York. He just rocketed that ball, and luckily for him, it hit the crossbar. The Upcountry Lions will be denied of their second goal for a few more minutes.
Well, Harsha Ishan would have had his hands on his mouth while Benjamin was taking that penalty, but he'll be a much relieved man. 1-0, the scoreline stands, 10 minutes to go in this opening half. The last few minutes has been very entertaining, a lot happening. A lot happening for the Upcountry Lions, nothing much for the defenders apart from that penalty hitting the crossbar.
And Upcountry Lions doing well to maintain possession of the ball here and to do well whenever they've had the ball at their feet also. Once again, looking to move that ball forward. Ihsan on the wing. Just not the best of passes. That'll give the defenders ball. They'll be looking to equalize here in the dying minutes of this first half.
Well, Joseph went down there and he hasn't got up since, and rightfully so. The referee has called stoppage here. He looks to be okay now. And that was that handball from Mishan. And York just sending it to New York.
Well, for all money, Kevin, we really did think that would be an easy goal for Benjamin York. And you can see the frustration from the Upcountry supporters there.
Well, the little girl thought that it went in. Again, another good ball from the Upcountry Lions. Should be a free kick, I thought, but it's not been given. Here's Arul Joseph, puts in a good ball there, but the return pass to him wasn't the best. And here's York. He'll be hungry now. He'll want to make amends of the costly miss that he had a while ago. Here's Rumeshwaran. Defenders with some good moves, but that final cross was just needless, was just very, very poor. If he is not so confident about his cross, could have just rolled the ball onto another player who was nearby him. But that was just wayward, to say the least. Here's Akil. Ishan now has lost possession. Defenders on the attack again.
Whenever that ball has gone to the wing for the defenders, despite having ample space in front of them, they've always looked for that cross. Perhaps if they could just get that ball forward from those wings and make sure they get towards the goal, they could get some purchase from that. Here's Wilson Ose now for the Upcountry Lions. Murshid to Ose once again. To Benjamin York. He'll be looking for redemption. York to Naveen Jude. Well, this man has been doing it all for the Lions, this time with a cross. Still with opportunity. Into the box now. Defenders at the right place to cut that pass away.
Well, very fortunate there, the defenders, that the first touch from the Upcountry Lions player was slightly heavy. Good work again from Naveen Jude, and here comes the cross and straight into the gloves of Chaturanga Madhushan. I beg your pardon, Sahan Hirshika.
Kumeshwaran initially did well to shield the ball, but then double teamed, had no support. The ball will once again be taken into the possession of the Upcountry Lions.
Well, maybe, just maybe, Rumeshwaran should switch his position, and this time Naveen Jude yet again with an excellent cross. Should be the second goal, but what a save. What a massive save coming in from Hiroshika. For all money, it looked like it was going to be the second goal for the Upcountry Lions. But Hiroshika, with that dive, has kept his team in the game. Look at that. Look at that from Hiroshika.
And Hiroshika definitely capable of pulling off blinders like that, but let's talk about the control that Naveen Jude had to just bring that ball down. He was marked by the captain himself from the defenders and so sleek on the ball there.
Massive save that is from Hiroshika. 5 minutes to go before half time. Upcountry Lions, they have 2 golden opportunities to get the second goal, and both have gone begging. Well, I was talking about before that save came in that maybe, just maybe, Kaliap and Rameshwaran should try playing on the left wing than the right wing, because he's much more confident with his right foot than the left foot, and he hasn't been taking any risks, or rather hasn't been very creative on the right wing. Maybe if they can switch positions, could help him a lot. Mpem to Ose. Ose looks for Jude. Jude putting in the ball to Mursid. Mursid back to Jude. Jude to Mursid. Lovely play. This is from the Upcountry Lions. They've lost possession. They have the territory advantage. Jude Subban to Mpem. Mpem to Akil. Akil again. A miss pass from Akil will give back possession to the defenders. And this time a very, very good ball there. And here's the man we all been talking about, Arul Joseph. Arul Joseph just trying to cut the ball back in. And he has lost possession here. Upcountry Lions back again with the attack. York with a lovely ball. Could this create another opportunity? It surely should create an opportunity, but just has been deflected off the legs of the defenders' backline. Substitution coming in. Seems like Abdin Fayaz will be replaced by Chamod Kumar in that midfield.
Substitution for the defenders. Jersey number 7, Abdin Fayaz.
That was the opportunity.
Jersey number 11, Chamod Kumar.
Seems like there was no deflection, but was just a wayward shot taken there. Well, the ball goes out of play. Akhil will take the throw in quickly. We're into the final minute of the opening half. We might have a bit of injury time added, or rather stoppage time added. Akhil. Ose to Akhil. Akhil goes towards Mpem. Upcountry Lions just slowing the proceedings. Jude Subban to Asat. Mursid with possession now. Asad to Subban.
There will be a minimum
Empem
of
with
4
the ball
minutes
now.
of
4
added
added
time
minutes
for this first
in this
half.
opening half. We had a plenty of stoppages, and there was also a hydration break in between. Yahya towards the Akil. Akil couldn't really control it. Here's Osei looking to find Yahya there, but just overcooks that pass.
The upcountry Lions definitely looking a lot more fluent on the ball as the first half progresses. Creating opportunities once again for themselves, but just not able to find that elusive second goal. Defenders also doing quite well to make those crucial interceptions whenever necessary. Yeah, the Lions once again will be hungry for a second goal here as they go into 11s. Gets it past one, gets it past another. Upcountry Lions now with space up front. Here's Naveen Jude, who puts the ball out on top. Collision. Sahan Hiroshika and the upcountry 11th Lions attacker, the number 11, Mohammad Ishan.
Well, both the goalkeeper of defenders and the attacker from upcountry seems to be struggling at the moment. The referee straight away calling for the medic there. That was a heavy collision. Ouch.
Sahan Hiroshika's hand just going around Ishan's neck as well. There you see. A similar collision in the previous game was what brought Sahan Hiroshika down. Defenders will be hoping that we'll be able to recover in time for the second half. And like you did mention, Kevin, the defenders just have to remind themselves that they have an entire half here to just equalize things and look to win this game for themselves.
Well, so far it has looked to me as, or else it has seemed to me that there has only been two ways that defenders have been gone about things. It's either just go attack in a wayward fashion or just completely give up. There's nothing in between as of now. They just need to get that in between and be a bit more patient, because 45 minutes is a lot of time, and we'll still have another couple of minutes before the halftime whistle goes on. 1-0. It's not a huge margin to catch up. The problem here for the defenders is that they haven't been able to be creative just around that box.
Yeah, and like you did mention, it would be opportune for the defenders if the attacks can go through that man there on the left wing, Arul Joseph, a bit more, as he has seemed like the person who can create those chances for the defenders, something the defenders have been lacking in the previous few games as well. If he can play his best game today, if he has enough time on the ball, defenders can definitely cook something up here. Fancy footwork there from Jude Subban to get that ball away.
Well, what Arul Joseph has done so far in the game is that he has been pressing so high, and not every time he has been winning the ball back, and he's tiring a bit too soon than he should be. And there goes the halftime hooter. It's 1-0 in favor of Upcountry Lions, courtesy of that stunning goal from Naveen Jude. The highlights so far from that opening half was Naveen Jude's goal and the penalty that was hit straight into the crossbar by Benjamin York. A lot to play for in the second half. Upcountry Lions with a 1-goal lead, while defenders have a lot of work to put in that second half.
The score at halftime is Upcountry Lions with 1 goal.
Here's the confirmation of the halftime score. Upcountry 1 and defenders 0. A lot to play for in the second half. As I said before, can Upcountry hold on to their 3-game winning streak, make it 4 games in a row, or will Defenders FC get the win? Well, time will answer that, but for now, let's look at the highlights from the opening half. A lot happening in those last 15 minutes.
Definitely a lot of chances created early on for the Upcountry Lions, and that has been the story for the defenders. That was the brilliant goal scored by Naveen Jude, just bringing it in off the right foot, and some wayward crosses disguised as attacking opportunities for the defenders. That yellow card, defenders early on putting pressure on themselves, and then Upcountry Lions came away with a penalty which Benjamin York just couldn't keep low enough, hit the crossbar, and another opportunity here denied courtesy of Sahan Hirushika's brilliant save, and Abdul Rahman Yahya coming away with a shot but not able to just get the right direction there, and unsightly collision that will finish the first half off for these two teams. And at halftime the score will be the Upcountry Lions with 1 and the defenders 0. We'll be going into a short commercial break, but do stay tuned as we'll be bringing to you live action from this exciting game coming forward.
පාපන්දුව අපිට විශේෂයි. 2020 තර වෙනකොට අපි හිටියේ පාපන්දු ලෝක ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම වල 206 වෙනි ස්ථානයේ. අපි දැන් 187 වෙනි ස්ථානය දක්වා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සරසරටම එකතු වෙන ජය පිටියක්
රටවල් 20ක් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ ඇතුළත අභිබවලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ පාපන්දු ශේෂ්ත්‍රය අපිට විශාල ජයග්‍රහණයක්. තව මෙතනත් ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ආසියාවේ හොඳම කණ්ඩායම බවට පත් වෙන්න අපි උත්සාහ දරමින් ඉන්නවා.
අපි දිනමු ජය ගමන පෙරට අපි දිනමු.
ක්‍රීඩකයන් අතර පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාව ජනප්‍රිය කරන්න අපි විශාල උත්සාහයක් ගනිමින් ඉන්නවා. අපිට මේ අවුරුද්දේ අපි උත්සාහ ගන්නේ ඊළඟට අපිට එන දකුණු ආසියානු පාපන්දු තරඟාවලියේ කුසලානය දිනා ගන්න අපි තරඟ කරන්න තමයි අපි සැලසුම් කරන්නේ. අවුරුදු 31කට පස්සේ අපි මේ උත්සාහය ගන්න. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 31කින් කුසලානය ජයග්‍රහණය කළා නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි වැඩසටහන් ගණනාවක් හදලා තියෙනවා.
බන්දු පාපන්දු දිනමු 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 නැත වේද නැත වාද රට දිනන තැනට හැමදේම
pass. Here's an opportunity. What a shot! And Leon Barrera wrecks the network for the home side in what was an absolutely beautiful move for Sri Lanka. Sam Duran down this left flank, running into space, squares it, and what an assist!
Oh, what a play.
Went through the first 40. Silva making a break in the corner. Drives it in the middle. And that's the first goal.
It's Raja Mohan.
The 2-goal cushion will really put Chinese Taipei out of this tie. And once again now De Silva, as we mentioned about that 2-goal cushion.
Here's Rosic driving that in. That's the third goal for Sri Lanka.
From range, and that's been the kind of day, but Kellogg makes no mistake to give for Sri Lanka.
Here's a shot, and that's the first goal.
are our family and we are your family. This family together, we need to take this game forward that the country went through in 2022 in terms of economy, in terms of business, education, Aragalaya. Then again, we went through a suspension period. So lots of hardship. But one thing we had in common was we were together. Whatever the differences we had in the past or in football, when it come to football, when it come to federation, when it come to governance, we all of us were united together. We fought against the suspension. We fought against the interference. We fought against political involvements, but all 67 we were together. This unity is something that makes us different from all other sports. We have 78 sports, I think, in the country registered, but we are so much of different. We are different from other sports because when it comes to important matters, national matters, government matters, we are together. This is the only way our game, our country's football can go forward. Sometimes we'll have differences, sometimes we'll have opinions, sometimes we'll have elections. Doesn't matter. We can have our own opinion. You can choose whoever you want. That's different. But when we are together, if you want to protect our game, if you want to take our game, we are one family.
Well, welcome back to the Super League fixture between Upcountry Lions and Defenders FC. We are into the second half of this game, and at the end of the first half, it was the Upcountry Lions team who've slotted in the sole goal of the game, rather, which came courtesy of a splendid Navin Jude. Upcountry Lions had quite more opportunities in that opening half. One was saved brilliantly by Hiroshika, the goalkeeper of Defenders, while the other was a penalty which was hit straight onto the crossbar by Benjamin York. Certainly they've had the better chances, and they've made use out of one of them, the Upcountry Lions, in that opening half. Defenders, on the other end, have a lot of work to do in this second half. Hopefully They would have had that conversation during the halftime break on what they were lacking in that opening half, and they would have made the adjustment as per it. Especially, I'm looking forward to see where Arul Joseph plays in this second half.
And Kevin, it looks like defenders have actually substituted Arul Joseph, and puzzling as to why that would have done. He was perhaps one of the most standout players for us here.
Well, Muhammad Aflal and MD Silva are the players replacing both Rameshwaran and Joseph. I understand why they took out Rameshwaran, because he was not having the best of the games, but Arul Joseph, on the other hand, was not playing on his natural position there. And despite that, he was making a lot of trouble for the Upcountry Lions. Maybe a bit of fatigue showing up during the halftime break by Arul Joseph. There, Bilal. If not, I don't see any reason to take him out.
Yeah, definitely. And you did mention, Kevin, that he was maintaining a high press there. And under these weather conditions, it's certainly a tough task to do continuously, especially in this Colombo heat and humidity. So perhaps a bit of game management that should come to the fore for defenders going forward as they progress in this tournament. Yeah, the defenders now early on looking to create an attacking chance, but it will be intercepted by the Upcountry Lions. Going towards the other end of the ground, looking for Ishan is Benjamin York. Here's the ball in, looking for Benjamin York there.
Well, this is really good from the Upcountry Lions. They've come out to the second half with a lot more urgency. They know that they can put this game to bed if they can score another goal here. Again, another cross, good cross coming in from Benjamin York.
Good work done there by the winger, Mohamed Ihsan, as well. Yeah, the Upcountry Lions now looking to make something out of this. Wilson Ose.
Upcountry Lions again closing in to that goal, and York tried to put that ball in back to Ishan, but Ishan just overran, and Ose seems to be in some trouble.
Ose going down there unchallenged. Concerning signs for the Upcountry Lions, he's been one of the most important cogs in the midfield for these Lions.
Well, seems like he just twisted his ankle there, Ose, and seems to be in some pain there. Let's have a replay. Yes, very unfortunate there for Ose. Hopefully, he'll be all okay. He's back on his feet, but limping around. And he has to be taken out of play. Not good signs, not good signs. Those are the kind of injuries that you don't want to get.
Yeah, and once again, it's that far side of the ground, Kevin. The side with the uneven grass patches that perhaps was the guilty party in that injury for Wilson Ose. Something that the managers wouldn't really like to see as well, having brought down top players from around the country and being having to play their football in conditions like this. Not the best in terms of quality football that you'd like to see.
Well, the conditions used to be much better here at Sugdadasa, but over the course of the last few years, it has just become worse and worse and worse. Because this is one of the best facilities that we have in the country, and that will be another foul, and another yellow card comes out from the pockets of the referee. This time it is Soundaraj Aravind Raj who has been caught guilty for committing that foul.
Yellow card for defenders, jersey number 6, Soundaraj Aravindraj. Substitution for the Upcountry Lions.
Well, Zarwan Johar has replaced Wilson Ose. And Upcountry Lions again with another good opportunity. Here's Yahya. Some good footwork, but he has lost possession. Defenders really need to be a bit more creative here. Again, just easily giving the position back to the Upcountry Lions.
Zarwan Johar coming in for Wilson Ose. What a name to have been replaced. He was perhaps at the peak of his football just before the pandemic hit. One of the most dynamic number 10s that Sri Lanka football has perhaps created. He'll be looking to make a comeback here. Zarwan Johar. He has the talent, has the potential as well. Just has to make sure that he can bring it in this game against the defenders.
Well, defenders with the throw in, good work there from Khalil. He wins a corner for the defenders. The first corner of the second half. And seems like it'll be Talal Shihab taking this corner for the defenders. And he takes it short. Here's Khalil. Khalil still with the ball, and opportunity for the defenders. A lovely save. Lovely save there from Kavish Lakpriya, the skipper. A much needed save that was, and that was the opportunity for the defenders. Khalil putting that ball in. He should have scored. He should have scored. Should have gone towards the left, I believe.
Brilliant hands there, the skipper, Kavish Lakpriya. Sri Lanka's second choice goalkeeper right now. And the only reason he is the second choice is because the first choice is Sujan Pereira, who also captained the Upcountry Lions in the previous season.
Well, will be another corner. Sujan Pereira, of course, playing in Bangladesh now. A good crossing, but seen away by the Upcountry Lions defense. York heading the ball straight back to the defenders. Again, another good ball in, but didn't have the height to reach out for it. Khalil. A much needed save that was from Lakpriya, and what a ball from him. Here's David, and here's the opportunity for Jude. Naveen Jude made a brilliant run, but that kicker from the goalkeeper was just brilliant. Lakpriya. Naveen Jude has been everywhere, and the ball has kept following him throughout the game.
One of the best parts about having a player like Naveen Jude is that he can be brilliant in attack, like you're seeing, and also he has that stamina to track back as well and stop the opposing team's defense also, which he has done multiple times in this game and throughout the tournament as well. I have to say, Upcountry Lions are really missing the services of Mohammad Aqib. Usually Mohammad Aqib is the one who joins Jude in that right wing, or left wing rather. Country Lions, however, will find themselves one up. They'll be looking to increase their score here, increase their cushion as the game progresses. But the defenders now coming with some good, potent crosses, Kevin, in the previous few instances.
Well, that was what lacking from them in that opening half. They were trying to run the ball through that right wing, and Rameshwaran didn't have the best of the games today. And with that, they've lost a lot of possession and lost a lot of good opportunities. And Khalil just missing out on collecting that ball there.
Playing some risky defense as well. The number 17, Jude Subban. It shows the confidence he has in his plays also. And now Naveen Jude with the ball at his feet will put it for Abdurrahman Yahya. Country Alliance will still retain the ball.
Will be a throw-in for the defenders.
Nice to see the defenders number 14, Madhushan De Silva, having been substituted as well. He was the standing captain in the previous few games for the defenders, and one of the standout players for them also, Madhushan De Silva, and a good bit of footwork there by Da Costa Empem. Just nutmegs the attacker. And here the Upcountry Lions on the charge now. Benjamin York with a brilliant through ball. Naveen Jude has to finish things off, but he's just rushed into that finish. He'll win himself a corner. But had he taken that in his first or second touch, could have potentially seen Upcountry Lions with another goal. But that through ball by Benjamin York, ever so nice.
Well, he just tapped the ball towards his left-hand side there. Naveen Jude, maybe, just maybe, could have looked to go with his right foot, as you said, in his first or second touch. A good cross in, but it will be a free kick for the Upcountry Lions. I beg your pardon, for the defenders. Just climbing on top of the defenders' defense there. Lovely win from Naveen Jude, and he wins his team a free kick as well. That man has given everything today. Look at that. The way he won that possession back was nothing short of brilliance. And there was a clear foul coming in, a very, very dangerous challenger from the defenders player.
And it looks like it will be Zarwan Johar looking to take this cross into the box here. Have some white jerseys committed inside that box. 5 jerseys inside and a couple around as well. Benjamin York just strutting around, making sure there's no man who's marking him. Here's Johar with the cross. Johar comes in and almost into the goal once again. Sahan Hirushika doing brilliantly with that reflexive save. A cheeky little back heel there. They'll win themselves another penalty. There you go, Abdurrahman Yahya looking to just sneak that ball in. And if not for that deflection, could have come away with the second.
Well, absolutely, it was going in. It was certainly going in, and Upcountry Lions have themselves another free kick, as Zarwan Johar will take this as well. Not quite sure what is happening. The referee having a word with the coach. of Upcountry Lions, and here's Johar setting himself up to take his second free kick of the game. This is what unfolded there. Probably the coach wasn't happy that a card wasn't issued. Again, looking to go towards Yahya there, but this time it brushes off his legs and goes out of play, so will be a kick for the goalkeeper.
Defenders once again being deprived of possession here. Good retention of the ball by the Upcountry Lions. And finally, they're getting a feel of the ball as well, being more liberal with the attacking prowess. That instance, just a little too much on that for Naveen Jude. Looking for a counter. Are the defenders here? I see once again Naveen Jude tracking back, making sure he contributes to the defense as well. High hanging clearance there by Da Costa Empem. That'll go out of play. Defenders now throw in taken quickly to Madhushan De Silva, playing on the wing for the defenders when they have the ball on attack. Here are the defenders now looking to create something here, but will hit the back of his own man. And on the counter are the Upcountry Lions. Sarwan Johar in that midfield with that central position, creating those attacks for the Upcountry Lions.
Lovely work there from Aravind Raj, taking his team closer. Still 29 minutes to go in this game. Anything could happen from here. All defenders need is one good opportunity. Here's Khalil. Slips and loses possession. Naveen Jude does well there. Here's Benjamin York showing his strength. Goes for the long ball, but that's a wayward one.
Defenders now looking to build from the back.
Again, a lovely ball from defenders. A good crossing could create a lot of problems. Should that be the first goal? The referee deems it as a foul on the goalkeeper, or probably he was caught offside there. Seems like he was caught offside. He was clearly offside. Defenders are showing a bit of creativity, and a substitution for defenders as Muhammad Adif will make his way into the playing field in the place of Sounder Raj, Aravind Raj. Here's another good opportunity opening up for defenders, but just losing the ball there. Here's Khalil. Does well. Wins a throw-in. A bit of blitz in this defenders lineup in the second half. Yet to find a goal, but they've been causing trouble. And out of nowhere, a yellow card for the Upcountry Lions. Not so sure why that card was shown for. It was probably for having a word with the referee. That was Ruben Jude, if I'm not wrong. Here's Upcountry Lions now with the counter attack, but that ball from Zarwan Johar falls in no man's land.
Here's Madhushan De Silva shielding the ball from the Upcountry Lions, and a ball into the attackers now. That has been intercepted, and Abdurrahman Yahya will win his team a foul. Upcountry Lions responding well to this blitz in the attack from the defenders.
Here's Akil. Upcountry Lions hasn't created much opportunities in this second half. It has been defenders who have more often than not creating opportunities. Lakpriya puts the ball straight into the Upcountry Lions player. Here's De Silva. Just took a bit too long there. Could have put that pass into Khalil, who was waiting there. Should be a free kick. Will be a free kick. Yahya not so happy with that call. But what stands is that the free kick has been given. It was nothing more than a shoulder barge there. Or did he put his hand in front and tuck or pull the shirt? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. A clear free kick, that is.
The defenders, they keep knocking on the door. They only need one mistake from this Upcountry defense in order to penetrate that goal.
Well,
Madhushan De Silva looking for the cross.
Madhushan De Silva, just a while ago, had a good idea behind his mind while he was trying to lob the ball towards the player. It was Khalil who was waiting for that, but unfortunately, the Upcountry Lions defense was up to the mark, and he has another opportunity now to create a chance for his team. A decent cross and a good hand there from Lakpriya. Yet again keeping his team in the lead there. Danger has not been seen away yet.
Wayward pass will give the Upcountry Lions the ball, and here's Benjamin York looking to go for goal. Naveen Jude just a little despondent there.
Well, here's that cross. A very good hand that is from Kavish Lakpriya. On the other hand, Benjamin York was just a bit too ambitious there. His first touch was brilliant, and then he tried to go outside the boot. Probably trying to imitate Reina from that World Cup.
Akos Sampem looking for his options. Here's Murshid making that run forward. Abdurrahman Yahya with a body feint will just lob that ball in top. Defenders once again coming away with a close shave. They're absorbing a lot of pressure here, the defenders.
Well, this game has opened up really well in the second half, and that should be a yellow card there. And it is a yellow card, and it is the substitute Chamod Kumar who gets the yellow card. The third of the game for the defenders. A very unnecessary challenge that was from Chamod.
Yellow card for the defenders, jersey number 11, Samod Kumar.
Here's Benjamin York. Upcountry Lions wouldn't have expected defenders to come out in the second half the way that they've done. They've certainly caused some trouble, and that should be a free kick. It is a free kick.
I don't believe this upcountry defense has been tested so much in the previous 3 games that they have played as well. This time the defenders just keep knocking on that door. Country defense holding on. Massive shift from the back 4 as well to make sure, alongside the goalkeeper, that defenders haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. But here's number 4, Chaturanga Madhushan, the captain, looking to take the cross.
Well, a free kick from a very good position. Made much easier for him by the referee there. A good cross to the box. There are 6 players waiting for this. Can he find one of them? Here's Madhushan with the cross. He finds one. But it was just a bit too difficult for De Silva.
The captain just putting that ball into the far post and finding the man. Just not able to get that angle right. And there will be second hydration break of the game. Much needed one for both these teams. It'll be interesting to see how exactly they resume proceedings after this hydration break. At the moment, momentum towards the defenders. They've been able to create some sort of pressure here for the upcountry's defense.
Well, one thing for sure, Bilal, the next 20 minutes or so is going to be a very, very entertaining 20 minutes, because we didn't see this from the defenders in the opening half. They've come out with a different strategy. They've shown a lot of urgency. They are trying to create opportunities. They've had shot at goal as well, which they didn't have in the opening half, and probably that was lacking from them. That's what was lacking from them throughout this tournament. But they've got their groove some way or another in this second half, and that man on your screen, Naveen David, was the man to score the sole goal. Here are the goal chances, missed opportunities for the upcountry Lions, and this was a brilliant save. If not, would have been an easy goal. And this again, not the best of shots from Yahya. So many opportunities coming the way of the upcountry Lions.
Heel flick from Abdurrahman Yahya as well, just deflected away. And definitely feel like there has been a lack of chances created from the opposite end of the wing to which Naveen Jude is playing. That is being occupied by Ishan in this game. He was the man of the match in the first game and the third one for the upcountry Lions, and he had the goal chances that was created by the defenders. And haven't really seen that combination between him and usually it's Mohammad Akib on that right wing. So upcountry Lions squad depth being tested here with 2 of their first 11 players having gone down due to injuries, Mohammad Akib and now Wilson Ose being replaced by Zarvan Joha. We'll start proceedings off with the captain, Kavish Lakpriya, looking for his attackers.
Well, they're going to be a very important final quarter of this game. Just a 1-goal lead for the upcountry Lions. They certainly would have expected that they would have at least 2-3 goals at this time period when they started the game off, because looking at how the two teams have played throughout this league so far, and does well their upcountry Lions to see danger off. They are on the counter now. Here's York. Mpem. Ihayana.
High press once again by these defenders. They've infused a number of fresh legs into their playing 11. They're definitely looking to go all out in this closing quarter of the game.
Well, Khalil does ever so well to prompt Lakpriya to go out, and that's another free kick. Another free kick for the defenders. Not a big challenge from Yahya. He was just trying to cover Madhushan De Silva there, if I'm not wrong. And here's the skipper, Chaturanga Madhushan, taking another free kick.
Chaturanga Madhushan with a long run up to the ball here. Will he be going for goal? That's exactly what he had in mind, but not being able to keep that ball down. That will sail harmlessly over the crossbar there. Kavish Lakpriya not being tested. Yeah, the upcountry Lions once again looking to build from the back. Here's Zarvan Johar. He'll be looking for Benjamin York. Beautiful ball in from Zarvan Johar. Can York finish things off? And York does! Benjamin York with the second goal for the upcountry Lions, courtesy of a beautiful assist by Zarvan Johar. That's exactly why that man has been put into the midfield, and the upcountry Lions will be going 2-0 up in this game.
Well. Benjamin York missed the penalty in the first half and finds himself a goal in the second, and that should have been saved. A very sloppy effort from the goalkeeper, just going down on his knees. That was Sahan Hiroshika, made a brilliant save in the first half, but this was not the best of shots from Benjamin York, but Hiroshika just let it slide through. And both the goals, I believe that Hiroshika could have done a lot better. Both were savable, especially this goal from York, and all the hard work done by the attack of the defenders in the second half to keep themselves in the game has just been put to begging by their defenders. And that's the price you pay for playing so high up in the field. Yes, you need goals, but you also have to make sure that you don't concede goals as well. This is exactly what we've seen from Barcelona as well in the previous few seasons. The difference being is that they had the firepower to score goals, but defenders have been struggling to score goals, so they can't afford to play that high up in the field.
Yeah, the defense from the upcountry Lions definitely holding strong so far, and now with this 2-goal cushion, they'll be playing a lot more freely as well. Talk about that assist from Zarvan Johar there. Beautifully landed into Benjamin York's path, and York, good composure shown by him to just nudge it past Sahan Hiroshika, and now once again Country Lions with a throw-in.
Absolutely, Bilal. That was a stunning through ball from Johar, kind of through balls that you see on FIFA. And they have a 2-goal cushion with just 11 minutes to go. And defenders now really have to double up here. Not going to be easy. Lovely work there. Here's De Silva. De Silva with some space. Gets the cross in, but it was just always going away from that player who was running in.
I have to say that was a good cross in from Madhushan De Silva. Naveen Jude looking for Benjamin York once again. Benjamin York with the ball at his feet. Jude with an opportunity to go for goal.
And on the other end, here's a good opportunity now for the defenders. Here's De Silva again. The veteran finds some good space. Doesn't get the free kick that he was looking for. Defenders still hanging in there. 1 goal could put some doubts in the minds of the Upcountry Lions, but they've seen it off. Lovely work, lovely dummy from York. Here's Naveen Jude. Goes towards York. Will he go for the shot? Yes, he does, but he just puts it well over. Defenders desperate to get a goal here. This will be their 3rd consecutive loss if the scoreline remains the same. With their full men back, they would have expected a lot more from this game. Here's De Silva. Gets past the man. Wins a free kick just outside of the box. Felt like he could have just carried on there because he was in good position, but well, he straight away went down. And a good position to have a free kick from when you are 2-0 down. And De Silva will be taking it. They have so many bodies inside the box here, the defenders. De Silva with his left foot might just fancy to go towards the top corner from the far post area. Here's De Silva. Fancying going towards far post. But the skipper, Kavish Lakpriya, was up to the mark. He knew that was coming, and now Naveen David with some space, and that's a heavy challenge. Should be another free kick. And will be another free kick. Yellow card. There was Talal Shihab
Yellow card for the
with that
defenders.
challenge.
Jersey number 16, Talal Shihab.
Well, that was a very silly challenge from Talal. Could have caused a lot more trouble for Naveen.
Jersey number 77,
Jude,
Benjamin York,
fortunate that
will be replaced by jersey
he's all
number
okay
3,
there.
Harsha Fernando. Jersey number 11, Mohammad Ihsan,
Zarwan
replaced
Johar
by jersey number 18,
will be the man
Senad
taking this free kick.
Sandesh.
He produced a brilliant assist
Jersey number 30, Mohammad Akil, replaced
just a while ago
by jersey number 20.
for the Upcountry Lions to get their second goal, and Benjamin York has been substituted out along with Muhammad Ishan and Muhammad Akil. Here's Johar trying his luck to go towards goal, but will be a throw-in now for the Upcountry Lions. A long throw in taken from the Upcountry Lions. Here's Naveen Jude. But the referee has blown his whistle and awarded the ball to the defenders. Not a lot of time to play for the defenders to get 2 goals. If they are to get a point out of this game, they have to show a lot more urgency here. It's going to be very, very difficult for the defenders. Wins back position here. Here's Subhanjud. Another throw in for the Upcountry Lions. This time a substitution is going to be made for the defenders. Muhammad Afla will be taken out and it'll be Sanders replacing him. Again another long throw in. Ball still in the court of the Upcountry Lions. Now they've lost possession. Here's the substitute, Sanders, winning his team a free kick very early on.
Heap of substitutions coming in for both these teams. 3 quick substitutions made for the Upcountry Lions. Getting those reserves some minutes under the belt.
Here's Yahya. Upcountry Lions would want to score another goal. Just under 4 minutes, or rather just 3 minutes to go as per our clock. Upcountry Lions have the control of the game. Yes, defenders had a better half than their opening half, but the Upcountry Lions, they've been up to the task. Benjamin Yoke, missing the penalty in the opening half, came back by scoring a goal in the second. And here's another good through ball. There is numbers in the center. And a brilliant save. A much needed save. Still not out of danger. Here's Upcountry Lions. Still hunting. Still looking to get goals here. Ball falls into the legs of their number 13, Asat. And now it has just been slaughtered away.
Sinal Sandesh there. Just being deprived of getting to that ball just a fraction of a second earlier by Sahan Hiroshika's extended arm. And now, once again, opportunity for the Upcountry Lions. It's Fazluddin Abdullah looking for that cross in.
Not taking any chances here, the Upcountry Lions. Here's Lakpriya. And here's the opportunity opening up. Khalil. I beg your pardon, it was the substitute Sandaras. De Silva now has had a decent game since his introduction. Have been creating opportunities, but now Naveen Jude gets himself behind the ball. Naveen Jude will look to go on his own, but could have passed it way earlier. He was trying to get his second goal.
Blistering pace there by the number 21, Naveen Jude.
Defenders now. The game is just running away from their hands. It has already been put to bed by Upcountry Lions. And they are looking for their third goal. Here's Johar. He was trying to put in another good through ball there. Khalil with possession. Does well there, but doesn't get the final pass out. Upcountry Lions, on the other hand, have given away possession again. Full time done as per our clock. Wonder how many minutes will be added. Looks like it will be 4 minutes added. That's not enough time for the defenders to get 2 goals here.
A minimum of
Isuru
4 minutes
Sampath
will be added
to Naveen Jude.
in extra time here.
Naveen Jude's goal opened up things for the Upcountry Lions. Here's Yahya trying to go towards Murshid, but just going over the head of Murshid there.
That will be a free kick in favor of the Upcountry Lions. Upcountry Lions at the end of 90 minutes here, scoring 2 goals in this exciting encounter. And their defense throughout the game has remained quite solid. Some brilliant saves courtesy of Kavish Lakpriya as well. The defenders giving it their all, and their squad depth being tested in this game. Here's Abdul Rahman Yahya with the ball forward. Abdullah will be looking for that cross. Fancy footwork by him. Just loses that ball.
Well, everyone wants to get a piece of the cake here. Jude Subban, for the first time, has ran all the way from the back line towards the front, but defenders haven't still been able to get a goal here. 2-goal lead should be the game. Maybe this will be their first goal, and it certainly will be. 2 minutes to go. 1 more goal to get to equalize, and it is the replacement Mohammad Adif scoring that goal for the defenders. Is there a twist in the tail?
Well, the captain won't be a happy man with that. They've done so well throughout, and just in the dying minutes of the game they've conceded and given away that clean sheet.
Well, things have got interesting out here. Upcountry Lions will just want to hold on to possession here without making any silly errors.
Goal for the defenders. Jersey number 20, Mohammad Adif.
Well, here's De Silva. A silly challenge. Free kick for the defenders from a very good position. A lot of support coming in from the stands for the defenders. That was De Silva. He did get to the ball, but nevertheless the referee has called for a foul. We don't have any VARs from the angle that the referee was looking at. It certainly would have looked as a foul, Bilal.
Things definitely heating up here, Kevin, in the dying minutes of the game. Who saw this coming? For most of the game, the defenders were kept at bay. That simple mistake just allowing them to get their foot in. And are we looking at the defenders' equalizer here late on?
Well, it's De Silva who has lined himself up behind that free kick with his left foot. Can he get a goal here, or at least create an opportunity? This is going to be some dramatic finish if this goes in. Here's the veteran, De Silva, with the free kick. A good one, but a much needed save. Not the hardest of ones, but a very deserving win this for the Upcountry Lions. Defenders did really put them in trouble in the second half, but that one extra goal that they got in the first half have won themselves the game. But what a finish to the game.
Some late minute drama here at the Sugatadasa Stadium. The defenders coming so close to equalizing. But then at the end of the day, it's Upcountry Lions who will be the first team in the Super League 2026 to come away with 4 wins in 4 games. What a tournament they are having. The defenders, well, they fought till the last. And that free kick from Madhushan De Silva. Kavish Lakpriya doing so well to stop that one in. And Upcountry Lions will breathe a sigh of relief as they register yet another win in this Super League 2026.
Well, Bilal, if only defenders played half as well as they did in the second half in the first half, it could have been a different result. Because they were a lot more lethargic. They didn't know what to do, and they were all over the place in that opening half. And even the 2 goals that they conceded, both of them could have been stopped by the goalkeeper. And they needed a better defensive performance. But nonetheless, Upcountry Lions have won the game 2-1. And they go top of the table. The Lions row from the top of the table. And what a game that man, the number 21 of the Upcountry Lions have had. Navin Jude scored the opening goal, created a lot of opportunities. Won his team a penalty which was not scored later. But Navin Jude clearly has put his team on top here. Upcountry Lions still to be beaten in the Super League 2026. Renown would have had a close eye on this game, and Upcountry Lions, this is the full-time score line where they've went on to win the game 2-1. So as I said, Renown would have had a closer eye on this game because they would have wanted defenders to win the game or at least draw the game, so they would be equal on points with Upcountry Lions. Let's quickly have a look at the highlights from the second half. A much better performance in the second half from the defenders. They've created a whole lot of opportunities. This was the best out of the lot. Not to forget the opportunities created by Upcountry Lions as well. They could have easily scored at least 4 goals in this game. And this was a cheeky little back heel from Yahya. Another very important hand from Lakpriya there. So many yellow cards all over the place. Some good crosses, some wayward shots. But this was the difference between the two sides. Benjamin York scoring that goal. The keeper could have done a lot better. Didn't get down on time. Could have at least tried to save it with his right leg. And these were some of those last few opportunities that both teams got. A heavy challenge on Navin Jude. He wasn't really happy about that. Another good opportunity. And this was the first goal of the game for the defenders. Silly bit of defending, giving the ball away from dangerous territory. And Adif scoring that goal. And this was the final move. It was on target, but not a lot of power behind that. Well, these are the results from week 4 with the conclusion of this game. Colombo FC drawing against Renown FC, a big result. That was Renown FC would have wanted to get all points out of it. And then Red Star FC drawing against New Youngs 3 goals each. Ratnam FC losing to Blue Eagles 2-0. Blue Star FC drawing the game against Seahawks 0-0. And Upcountry Lions winning the game in style 2-1 against Defenders FC and climbing up the ladder from the second position to the first. And now let's look at the points table, how things have changed after this game. And as you can see, 4 games, 4 wins with a goal difference of 14 with 12 points. Upcountry Lions are at the top, 2 points ahead of Renown FC, who have 3 wins and 1 draw. That draw coming this week against Colombo FC. And Colombo FC went in third position, 2 wins, 2 draws with 8 points. And Seahawks and Blue Eagles with 7 points each will be 4th and 5th, while Red Star with 4 points will complete that mid-table. And in the bottom 4 it is Blue Star with 4 points, New Youngs with 2, Defenders FC with 1 point, and Ratnam FC yet to win a game and with a goal difference of -17. They are at the bottom of the table. With that, we'll go down, and Bilal is there with the player of the match. Bilal, over to you.
And we have with us today Benjamin York, the player of the match. Benjamin, talk us through that goal you scored.
I would say I'll thank all my team players. Before I say I scored a penalty, I want to come down, but still they give me morale, they give me confidence. So when I control the ball, I saw the goalkeeper is not ready. That's why I shoot, and God grace, it entered the net.
And that was a brilliant assist from Zarvan Joha as well. Talk us through how exactly that played out.
We are practicing on training, so the time we get the ball, I know we should play. That's why I move. Nice pass for him.
Definitely. And you spoke about training and being an overseas player. How exactly has it been integrating into this Upcountry Lions team? How has been your experience playing for the Upcountry Lions?
It's very good, very good, very good. As for what to do in training, I can't voice out. It's our secret. So.
Right, thank you so much, Benjamin York. All the best for the rest of the games. Wish you the best.
Well, that was Benjamin York. The match winner was scored by him, and he is our player of the match, the MVP. Well, these are the fixtures for week number 5. Blue Eagles taking on Colombo on the 14th of August, and on the 15th of August it will be Renown taking on Red Star. Renown would want to win that game and reclaim that top position, and Upcountry Lions will have an easier tie against Ratnam. Ratnam, who are stranded at the 10th position of the league, while Seahawks will be taking on Defenders. Defenders would want to win that game or at least get some points, while New Youngs will take on Blue Stars on the 18th of August in the final game of the week number 5. A lot of action left. 4 more weeks to go, and with that we end week 4 here from the Sugadasa Stadium. Thank you for joining with us. This was an absolutely brilliant match here from the Sugadasa Stadium. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's good evening and goodbye from Kevin.